We have a lot of creators here and builders, entrepreneurs, all of that are kind of like worried about how this stuff could replace work. How do you kind of see like that panning out in the next 6 months to a year for some of those people?
I can already see it happening. I think it's already, I used to hire a lot more developers to build projects than I do, but now everything is very AI powered. People I know who have a couple of years of experience but are very diligent are now, outperforming people who have spent a long time programming. Generally, I'd say we are all losing our jobs, and I'd actually say that's the point. And if you think about why are we here in this world, it's definitely not to work. I think that if we were all free of money, we would pursue our interests and we'd ask why are we here, and we'd have spiritual pursuits and personal pursuits, and it wouldn't be a depressing oh there's nothing left to do. There's a whole other class of things that we just don't even have time or don't put attention into. People could raise kids and have families and pursue their passions and do all the solve climate change or something. There's many people who want to solve climate change, but how many hours a day do you actually do that? And you could do it all the hours, but I do think that, especially coming from Web3, thinking about what we're looking at is autonomous investment, bringing DeFi primitives to normies through LLMs so they don't have to learn how all this tech works. They can just be making money. And I'm really interested in a community income model where communities like our community, but many other communities start to emerge where there is abundant money, and there's kind of, as long as the overall market is good, there's resources coming in, and every time you win, it's not so hard to hand a little bit to the people in your community who don't have so much. And I'd love to see a world where people, are more generous like that and take care of each other, and I think we need to take that mindset and not allow this to happen to us, but to just take control of it and really make sure that we make sure it goes well. And that's definitely my mission is just to make sure that when all of our jobs are gone, this goes well for us.
I know it's a lot. Do you have something
Yeah,
to
I mean, obviously very well said. I've been using AI. One of the cases he said, there's people who are programming now that are able to even outperform people who have been programming for a while. And I'm a good use case of this. I've only been programming for a couple of years, and now, I'm committing to full-blown projects and call myself a software engineer, So I think that this has enabled me to be a much more creative person, to really pursue the ideas I want to build. And obviously that's the way that I think this should go. And now that we have the opportunity to be in the room and talk about this stuff, we have a lot of good people in that room talking about this stuff. That's exactly what the conversation needs to be. How do we do this right to enable those things that make us human, that make us, and that can expand our humanity rather than take away from it? So obviously that's the goal, and we're very excited to keep talking about how we're going to get there,
It's great. And obviously I've been able to see how you guys have been growing over the last couple of years firsthand. Saw Lucid turn from being a non-dev but understanding code to be able to leverage it to become a top contributor to AI16Z, and really impressive to see how people can leverage the tech and build, grow, and I do think it's valuable for everyone here to kind of research it more and how they can empower themselves at a greater level to keep growing and going out and studying to live a life of abundance and whatever that means to them.